Hey there, Andrea Seidel here. I am the founder of SYKM and the author of Saving You is Killing Me, Loving Someone with an Addiction. So, welcome to the Me First Challenge. Now, I'm going to tell you my story first about my Me First story. So, I was there. I was the lowest on the totem pole. I was languishing. I was struggling because of someone else's problem. And my world literally revolved around trying to figure out my loved one's addiction, trying to save him, grasping to try and get us back to normal. And his addiction kept getting worse, and I was pulled into his darkness. And I was drowning myself, and I lost my sparkle. And I was distracted. I was constantly worried about him. I was ruminating. I was what if thinking. I couldn't live like that anymore. And so I had to do something. I desperately needed to do something. So I started, picking up the pieces of my broken heart. I started to do things that would restore my well-being. And I have training in positive psychology and resilience, and I started using all my practical strategies and tools to help get me back. Now, I literally scraped spray paint, black spray paint off all the windows in my house. My addicted loved one spray painted the windows black. And so there was a pivotal moment for me when I was scraping black spray paint off. I decided in that moment that I need to start letting the sunshine back into my life. I need to put me first because I was not doing well. And I can honestly say that that moment of scraping all that black spray paint off the garage door windows and all the windows was so liberating for me. It was the day that I let the sunshine back into my life slowly but surely. And I know that you can do this too. And that is why I created this whole Me First challenge. It's a wonderful introduction to taking back your power. As you know, the SYKM program and platform and podcast and book are all here to help you tap back into your power and to help you do that. So that is why I created the Me First challenge, and I am so happy to welcome you here. And now you're probably wondering, like, why is Andrea wearing this dress? So I put this dress on not because I was trying to be all formal for our Me First challenge, but because this dress represents to me sparkles. I lost my sparkle when I was with my addicted loved one. And this dress really embodies this idea of getting my sparkle back. Because I don't know if you can tell, but the whole thing is covered in sparkles. And I want that so badly for you too. If you feel like you've lost your sparkle, if you feel like you're broken, the word broken has the word okay in there, right? So we're going to help you tap back into that. Even if it's slow and steady in the beginning, even if it's slow and steady, this is my passion to help you. So we are going on a 30-day mission, and it's going to be so much fun. So now if you signed up, this is wonderful. You are going to, at the website, you're going to have, so savingyouiskillingme.com. At the website, on the landing page, you're going to have, if you've signed up, you'll have access to a PDF, which is a whole calendar. And so we're going to follow that calendar for 30 days together. And then we're going to do the challenge. And you'll notice there's bonus challenges where you can post to our group. We're going to do some things interactive in the group as well and share along the journey so we can feel like we're not alone, that we're doing this wonderful 30-day Me First challenge. So you can follow the calendar, but I also created a really nice PDF that kind of explains every single day in a little bit more detail. Now, you may not know, but my background is psychology and my postgraduate training is in positive psychology. So I love things that are backed by science and that are shown to help us with resilience and our mental well being. And so you'll notice that everything along this 30-day challenge is backed by science. And you'll notice that there's some science mixed in and some evidence-based strategies and behaviors that we can implement that are really known to help us. So that is what we're going to do. So if you haven't signed up and you're watching this video somewhere or listening to it, you can still sign up, whether we're in the middle of the 30 days, whether at the end of it, because I'm going to put all the videos, I'm going to put everything into this same spot, and it's going to be evergreen for you there. So you can capture this Me First challenge. You can do it anytime. You can repeat it over and over again if you like. And hopefully we can duplicate this as well. All right. So repeat after me. I am worthy of prioritizing my well being. I am worthy of prioritizing my well being. This is so important, right? For you to recognize this. You are worthy of feeling good. You are worthy of making yourself a priority. The problem with putting addiction first is you've been coming in second. So, in order to give yourself and be the best, to give of yourself and to be your best, you need to put yourself first. So, most of us are really taught early on that being selfless is actually good, that kindness has so many proven benefits. But when you love someone with an addiction, or if you've lost someone to addiction, sometimes this message that we receive can really cause us to lose ourselves. It can be taken to the extreme, or worse, it can exhaust us, it can burn us out, and we can also be taken advantage of. So, this is where the Me First challenge comes in, is that, you know what? When you love someone who's struggling with addiction, it is a whole different can of worms, so to speak. And so it's really important to prioritize your well being and prioritize your needs. It's easy to get sucked into worrying about, whether it's a partner, a family member, or a friend that is your addicted loved one. You prioritize sometimes thinking about their well being, thinking about their needs, thinking about their interests and challenges, and so on, right? I know I did. And this makes sense because we want to support those that we love and we want to make them happy. But we might be losing ourselves in the process. We might be depleting ourselves. And so the idea here is that, that expression, you can't pour from an empty cup. We need to focus and cultivate more love towards ourselves. And the sooner we do that is the sooner we can slowly build up our strength. Now, this is whether you're still with your addicted loved one, whether you're staying in the relationship with addicted loved one, whether you're a parent, a spouse, a friend, wherever you are, is so essential for you to prioritize yourself. Prioritizing your well being is up to you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. So that is why we created this Me First. So, why Me First? So, maintaining a specific regard for ourselves, maintaining this regard, it's about, we need to have courage to do that. And it's about engaging in self compassion, it's about engaging in self care, it's about connecting with community. And it's all for ourselves so that we can make the most of our lives, so we can feel good. And it's really important so we can build ourselves up and fill our cup, so to speak, right? So sometimes we put ourselves in a position where we're constantly helping other people, or we're thinking about other people's struggles, especially when we love someone with an addiction. And then we begin to struggle ourselves. So, Me First is essential. And science actually confirms this, that when we fill our time with the responsibilities and constantly prioritizing, I can't say that tonight, prioritizing the needs of others, uh, over our own, we drain ourselves. We drain our energy, we drain our resources, we drain in what's called ego depletion. We get completely depleted. Our own willpower gets depleted as well. And we lose our drive, we lose our zest, and we lose our true self connection. And so science has confirmed this. So there's good lessons about being generous and giving and kind, of course. But it's really important, if we are losing touch with our passion, with our vitality, with the person that makes us who we are, then we're really diminishing the quality of our lives. And it's so important. We don't want to languish. We don't want to to sacrifice our well-being for someone else. So languishing happens when we are caring for traumatized people or other people, and we begin to experience emotional strain as a result. And that sounds familiar, right? I know when you love someone with an addiction, that is very, very common, and you don't need to feel any shame around that. You don't need to feel any guilt around that. Is very, very common, right? And so putting yourself first, no shame, no guilt. It is essential. It's important. You're worthy of it. You're valuable. We need to build you up, right? So that you have the resources to care for and help others and also to show up in this life the way we're meant to. All right, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about SYKM and what it is. So, the Saving You is Killing Me, I abbreviated it into SYKM, and it's really all about you and not your addicted loved one. It is where the struggle of loving someone with an addiction meets the science of human flourishing. It's founded by me, and I'm a positive psychology coach, and I have postgraduate training in positive psychology. I'm also a resilience trainer and yoga teacher. And so I have also been in the muck. I have loved somebody with an addiction, and I also lost somebody to addiction. So it is so hard. And this is why I created the whole SYKM community. I wrote the book, I drew on my training in resilience and psychology. And I am here to really help you so you can bounce back, so you can struggle well in the adversity of loving someone with an addiction. So we're here for you. This community is for you. It is our mission to help those who have been knocked down by loving someone with an addiction. And we strive to promote your well-being, your resilience. We are here to be your best friends. I always say I'm your new best friend, and trust me, after 30 days, you're going to get tired of me. But anyway, it's all about building those resiliency skills and strategies that are needed to regain your footing and enhance your well-being. So in the SYCAM community, I talk a lot about the 4 C's, and these are the 4 C's of taking back your power. Now, I know you've heard about the 4 C's of addiction, right? You didn't cause it, you can't cure it, you can't control it. And those are so helpful because they kind of allow us to detach from the addiction. And the idea, though, is that we don't really, it's focused on what we can't do and what we have no control over. So I love taking it, and in positive psychology, we try to look at things that we can do, on things we do have control over. And so that's why I created the SYKM 4 C's for taking back your power. And so they're basically self compassion, self care, courage, and community. So you'll notice everything in this 30-day challenge is going to help you fill your cup. It's going to help you put yourself first, and it's going to help you take back your power. And it will draw on this whole idea of these 4 pillars of resilience to help you regain your power. So you'll notice that some of the wonderful activities on each of the days will enhance self-compassion, will enhance self-care, will tap into your courage and your strengths, as well as connect you with community. There's a big community, and I really do encourage you with every single one of these challenges every single day to post to the group. I will create a landing post so that you can, confidently put your post in there and add to it. We have so many people that have registered here, and I'm so grateful and thankful and pleased to meet you. And it's going to be so much fun. So the more we interact and the more you have fun with it, the more you find your sparkly dress and put it on. This is really where the interaction, the community is going to help. Now, I do encourage you also to come to the Tuesday night well-being huddles if you can, especially while you're on this Me First challenge. And those happen every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's about it. That is literally the challenge. We are going to go through, make sure that you join the private Facebook group because I will be posting in there. Well, that's where we're going to share all our wonderful, wonderful things. You're going to have a description. You're going to have a printable calendar that you can follow, but you can also read in the PDF. It explains every single day. I have 1 to 30 in that printable PDF for you as well. And it gives you a little bit of science behind why you're doing what you're doing, but then also how powerful it is and what to do. Okay, so we're reprioritizing you. And then after the 30 days, I'm going to give you a little heads up. We're going to have a celebration party. So we're going to come together in Zoom. It's not going to be recorded. We're going to come together in Zoom. We're going to celebrate us. We're going to celebrate ourselves. And I'll give you more details on that near the end as well. And that's just so we can come together as community and celebrate putting ourselves first for 30 entire days because you are worthy of prioritizing your well being. So that's about it. Again, I'm Andrea. I'm so thrilled that you joined us here on the Me First Challenge. And I'm so excited that you have found the community. I always say, I know, I wish we were meeting under different circumstances, but I'm so happy we found each other anyway. So here we go. Let's jump into the 30-day challenge. And of course, compassion, self compassion. If you miss a day, no big deal. Try to stick to every single day. But if something doesn't resonate with you, take what you love, leave what you don't. This is really flexible, but I really do encourage you to do the best you can with the challenge. So thank you again, everybody, and have a wonderful night. I'm going to see you tomorrow, the 1st, and that's when we start our challenge. So I just wanted to get this video out to you.